It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Did I scare you? Huh? Did I scare you? Huh? What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. What's good? Are you guys good? I'm okay. Yeah. I realized that my audio is fucked last time, and it's still fucked now. I don't know if the audio is good. Got my headphones now. It's a bit old, but still, it's Razer. It's cool. Yeah, buy it. Check it out. Not sponsored, but the thing is, the fan here is just quite, you know, doing that. So I can't really just edit it out because I don't have the audio to fix in my software that I'm using. But hey, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't watched the last episode, please do go back to that, but this video is not connected to that. As you have read the title, it's manga review. Yay! Wow! Fan of it? I am. It's good. I'm quite the no, not a weeb, not a weeaboo, okay? I'm not a weeaboo, okay? Just shut up, shut your damn mouth, okay? Shut it. Let me search weeaboo for you, just to clarify that I'm not. It says, someone who's overly or excessively obsessed with Japanese culture, meaning someone who likes to talk about Japanese culture as if their culture... Fuck. Okay, no, still, you can just, you know, you can just call me an otaku. I'm fine with that, okay? Less cringe. Listen, okay, I'm a couple years late reading this, but listen, I was hooked up with SAO back then and couldn't be bothered to read any manga at all, because I don't read manga at all back then. I just, once I read like the Naruto Shippuden, I guess, manga. It was quite good. I didn't finish the whole thing. I just took a little quick look. So I read the Tokyo Ghoul Re. It's quite good. I did it last year. I guess I read it around late 2018, and couldn't wait what happens next because the anime was taking longer to get released, which is reasonable for me, and I understand it takes a lot of time to animate, you know, so it's okay, but I'm eager to know what happens, so I read it anyway. And that was my first time reading manga, I guess, because I finished it, but I'm quite reading the Tokyo Ghoul again, I guess, to know what happens. I'm quite surprised. There's a lot of things that they've changed in anime. I didn't know. I thought it was, when they said there was some changes, I thought there was like a little bit, but there's a lot changes that's going if they adapt the manga to become an anime, you know. I finished Nisekoi last Saturday. Finished it in 1 week. I'm quite proud, but hey, okay, I'm a slow reader, I know. You don't need to tell me. I'm quite proud of myself still, but yeah, I'm sure quite a lot of you have read it already. If you haven't, check it out, it's good. It's been out and published back in November 2011, although it started a little bit earlier than that as a one-shot manga back in January 2011, and got published in an English manga online in December, I think. December version. Okay, yeah, December. So for some of you who haven't read the manga, let me explain a little bit of the plot itself. So basically, Nisekoi means false love or fake love in English, and the story revolves around high school students. First off with Raku Ichijo. I don't know if I get it right, but yeah, he's the son of a leader in a Yakuza faction known as Shuei-gumi. And there's this girl, Chidori Kirisaki, the daughter of a rival gang known as Beehive, which is originally from America, so she's half Japanese and half American. They unexpectedly meet each other when Chidori hops off the wall because she was hurrying, she realizes that she's late to school, so she hops up the wall. Accidentally, I guess, need him, Raku. So when they get to class, the teacher comes in, introduces a new transfer student, and he realizes that the transfer student was actually Chidage Kurisaki, the one who need him before when they get to class. So after discovering that, they argued a little bit, didn't really get the right introduction with each other, and then later on he realizes that he lost his locket, which is the main thing in the whole story itself. Actually, that locket was really important to him because it was given to him by his childhood sweetheart, who he made a promise to 10 years ago, a secret promise 10 years ago. So he forces her to help him because it's actually her fault for losing the locket because of her needing him. So yeah, they help each other, but unfortunately, as they searched for the locket, they couldn't really go into an agreement, so they began disliking each other. They didn't actually find the first locket the first day, so yeah, they went home. Raku meets his father in the house, and then later tells him that there's an agreement that's going to happen. Raku learns that the Shuei Gumi, their gang, Yakuza faction gang, and Beehive gang have agreed to settle their feud by pairing their leaders' children. To stop the war from ever happening, they need to like be in a relationship. But Rocky didn't know that until later he meets the girlfriend that he needs to be with, which is actually Chidage herself. But it's actually funny because like their fathers aren't actually mad at each other. It's like before then they have a little rival fight, I guess, but they're not really in that much of having that hatred for each other. So the deal was Raku and Chidage needs to be a pair. They need to pretend to having that relationship in order for them to maintain the peace all over the country between gangs. So basically that's what all the fuss is all about. After finishing it, I don't exactly know what to feel about the story. I don't know, maybe because I read it too quickly and... Hello?
I read it overnight.
Listen, I don't care how fast you read it, okay? I was multitasking, so shut the Anyway, I feel... Sorry. Okay, sorry. Anyway, I feel sad finishing it because... right away, because I didn't get to enjoy it, maybe, or maybe because it was the finale was a bit overwhelming for me. Don't get me wrong, the way that the writer Naoshi Komi did the ending was great, and then each arc of every character was good. They were happy whether they found love or were still looking for love. It's good. It was a great build up. But actually I have 3 flaws about this story, and let me tell you what it is. Just a reminder though, these are my opinions only. So before you rush in with your rants, stop it. Get some
help.
Anyway, the first flaw is Haru Onodera falling in love with Raku, the younger sister of Kosaki Onodera, who has a crush with him as well. I don't know, I feel like her falling in love with him was a bit unnecessary for the story. You know, it's good that he found out that he's her prince and that like he's the one who actually saves him from all those times that she got in trouble. So it was actually just good when they ended it right away and just like acted as a just a younger sister for Raku himself, and being able to help her sister, knowing that she actually has a crush in him as well. You know, just help each other out. That's okay for me. But like the way it ended, that arc of Haru Onodera for Raku is a bit, you know, like out of place, I guess. We don't need that much girls in the manga. Just stop with 4 kids, which comes with the second flaw, Yui Ni, another childhood friend of Raku and the others as well. And he made a promise with her as well. she's actually the fourth key. I feel like her falling in love is like enough already, you know? Like, I don't need another fourth key. It's like, it's okay if they promise each other that they'll come back, you know? It's okay for the character to exist, but like, I feel like Yui is just like another filler in the story. Third flaw, how they show the ending. Time jump a year and a half later when they should have just focused on the whole plot instead of like filling in more some chapters. I feel like they should have just give the element and have more moments with Raku and Chirage after they confess with each other. Like, it would have been fine just quickly ending, or rather not having much character to be invested with Raku, like the fourth key, as I've said. But either way, for me, the whole story was good. It was entertaining. It was funny. It was good. Yeah, it was just good. Great romance, not the best one out there to read in manga, but like, it's okay. It's great. And actually, I found out some of the posts in Reddit and other reviews that they find this relationship bothering because it was an abusive and somehow illegal. I don't know why. And they're disappointed. They're disappointed what happened. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm Team Chirage, okay? For sure. But either way, for me, it's like, it seems normal and natural. I mean, people have different relationships and stuff like that. So, it comes across to the point where you don't have to force it just so, you know, force someone to pick someone that they should choose someone who lives normal. It's like it's their choice whether to pick someone, and it's not that abusive if you think about it. Like, you can't force nature to live peacefully if there's like a disaster that could happen with itself. Considering the fact that there are circumstances, that's what makes it beautiful, actually. And it's amazing that you'd stick for someone despite knowing the insurmountable things that could happen, the threats that could potentially destroy your relationship. But because of what the other person is like, and like, you don't have to give that much expectations when it comes to, you know, dating and stuff like that, to expectations to someone, because so that they could be perfect for you and you'll be happy yourself. I mean, nobody's perfect. Everyone has their own boundaries and battles to fight, even though there's tons of tragedy out there. And like, the bond and recovery and being able to make it up is what makes it makes the relationship healthier and beautiful. Thus, I find Raku's decision to be interesting, choosing the girl whom potentially might be the one whom he made promise with 10 years ago, or someone who makes him happy despite knowing that there's struggle, you know. And I find it spontaneous because in that moment when he found out, I think it was chapter 226, when Onodera confesses to him. Trust me, I broke down when I read that. Like, frick, man. Not knowing that, realizing that you actually made the promise with someone who you had a crush with since day one, and that knowing that he liked the girl that they could have been with if she confesses early on, but you know, it's too late. He decided, and it's like, it's a bit unfair for him to like be indecisive about it, so he had to choose right away who he needs to pick, and making them an option isn't actually good. So therefore he chose Chirage, you know, because Shu asked him about that kind of thing, if there's like a struggle out there, and like whom he might find it really great to be with, and who he might find himself happy to be with in that relationship. And he thinks of Chirage right away because of their bond, and it's good. really beautiful, I guess. I don't mean to go off the course of the whole manga review. I just find it like annoying for people to like point some fingers and feel like it's an abusive relationship rather than it's just a normal thing that could happen in any other way, you know, possible out there for a relationship to be. So yeah, I guess that's what I think about it. If you haven't read it, please do. I do recommend it. I actually watched the anime first before reading the manga. It took me a couple years to actually read the manga itself because I'm multitasking. Okay, I'm watching anime, of course, and some other stuff as well. And I might consider reading Attack on Titan this week or next week because I can't wait for season 4. But they said it's gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting, and I'm excited. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, for the whole thing, it's beautiful. That's all I can say. It's beautiful. It's you should just read it yourself. Think about it. But there's like tons of things that's changed in the anime adaptation as well. So yeah, check it out if you want to. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash the like and subscribe. Please turn on the bell notifications because a lot of you haven't I think a lot of you haven't actually ring that bell and it doesn't notify. Sometimes it doesn't notify even though the notification is turned on. But yeah, just turn it on, please, so you can watch it right away with what I'm doing with my life. I don't know. So just some more if you want these kinds of videos. That's it. Bye bye.